Welcome to a short and maybe messy bonus episode of
Where I Can Top My Knee. I'm Jonathan.
I am Kevin. Ooh, Jonathan.
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
can't believe what has been happening
Ooh.
and the boyfriend. Too good.
This show's too
Let's
good.
get into it. So, y'all know the deal when we do these little, bonus series or whatnot. The Boyfriend is available to stream on Netflix on Tuesdays. If you're not watching it, you're definitely missing out. So get your life.
Definitely. This is so good. This is blown up all over BL, Twitter, BL, social media, everywhere.
It is big, okay? Bigly.
So we're doing episodes 4 through 6 today.
Yes, and there will be a lot of spoilers. So if you haven't seen anything,
watch everything before
you need to get your life, okay? So, Jonathan, I kind of have this divided up a little bit because we're kind of going to go a little bit all over the place, and then we're going to bring it back, okay? So,
Got you.
I'm thinking we could talk about what the alleged couples are, and then go into the other shape that we have that I'm not sure if it's a triangle or a square or I don't know what it is.
That is definitely, that's a square. But all right.
Let's go to the couples first. So we have 2 couples in this show right now. And one of them, of course. Well,
it's kind of only one.
And we don't even know if that one is one, but we'll get to it.
Yeah, but it's Dai and Shun.
Right.
That is what the show has kind of been pushing. That's why everyone's been making edits of, the whole TikTok love stories about is Dai and Shun. And that's what the commenters are kind of pushing us to kind of go towards too.
Yes.
And then, I don't know. I don't think there's anything between
Ryota
and Gensei. I don't think so. It feels very one-sided.
It does feel one-sided. Something tells me, though, in my spirit.
In your spirit?
That Ryota is going to end up getting with Gensei because he kind of has been all over the place.
They match so perfectly together. They're both like in the creative kind of fashion industry.
Yeah. And Ryota doesn't realize it yet because remember he was crushing over Shun first. And Shun shunned him literally. And then but became his like brother. And then it was Kazuto, but I don't think Kazuto's feeling him like that.
Yeah, that was kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, where did this feelings for Kazuto come from?
Yeah,
that came out of nowhere.
It really did. And then let's go to the triangle or square, whatever it is.
I feel like it's a square, but more of a triangle.
It's more of a triangle.
Take out Ryota.
Right,
yeah.
Because Ryota is like there, but not really.
He like threw himself in at the last hour.
At the last minute. So Kazuto, Uzak, and Alan. And I guess because Alan and Uzak have like a brotherly kind of thing going on, like there's definitely a genuine love there, but not like in a romantic way. Like
no.
Yeah.
I don't think they see each other like that. Yeah.
Right. But Uzak and Alan both have a thing for Kazuto.
Feeling for Kazuto.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? Then we see Ryota does. And I'm kind of like, by that point, what goes in my head is like, the old saying, the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Oh my God. He saw him come back and make some dinner. He was like, damn, maybe I like this man.
He was like, I need to see what he be putting on that plate. Okay, like that's what he was saying.
The timeline in this show is so like it's kind of a little hectic right now because we have like the first 6 boys coming to the house, and then a couple days later or 2 days later we have Usak coming to the house.
Yeah.
And then a couple days later, Alan comes into the house. But like during all those days, like people are just missing. Like Kazuto has been gone for 5 days.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's crazy.
And they've been in this house for, I feel as if it's been
I feel like they've been in the house for like a week.
It's been at least 2 weeks. That's what the way
it's been, like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Because they said there's not much time left, that there's like a couple weeks left.
Yeah. So I'm
like, y'all are, stop working. Everyone stop working.
They're going very fast. But I guess they need money too.
I know, but like y'all living on the 6,000 yen in this house, but y'all barely
like nothing.
Here.
That's like
I feel like they're not really holding to that because they're barely in this house.
Yeah,
they're
and I mean 6,000 yen is like what, like $30-something?
Yeah,
that's not really a lot of money.
It's not at all, as Dai brings up later in this episode.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
I was like, they had to confront him again and be like, boy, you are taking up too much of our budget
with that that chicken smoothie.
on that good chicken
smoothie. That thing's so nasty. But let's get into the mess. Ooh, there's a lot of mess. Get into the mess. There's so much mess.
So much.
So the guys, I guess the first thing that happens is the guys choose who they want to do a sleepover date with. They go ahead and write the names down of who they want to go with. And of course, the way that it's picked is the two people that pick each other are the ones who end up going out on a date. Mm-hmm. And the revelation is Kazuto and Alan.
I was gagged. I was like, really?
I was.
Alan?
So when I was
Alan
watching this
such
with
an
my
impact
friend,
on you?
When I was watching this with my friend, I was like, it's going to be Alan or Uzak. Like, Ryota, he needs to give up because it's not going to be him. But
honestly, he threw himself in so last minute. Like, Kazuto was like, oh, you like me too? Okay, girl.
It's going to be,
right.
I was like, it's going to be one of those two because those are the two that, Kazuto was feeling,
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, that was the only one. And I was a little kind of thrown off.
The way Dai looked so
disappointed
distraught.
And confused.
He looked so disappointed. And Shun started crying because he knows what he did. He knows he kind of just shut him off.
I can't with him. You know what? We're going to talk about him in a little bit because Shun gets on my nerves. Yeah. Like, he's given so many, like, strange
he's very
signals.
Wishy-washy.
Yeah, he don't know what he wants. And
he don't know.
And then we find out that, he feels overwhelmed by Dai's energy because Dai is, like, expressive.
He's a very extrovert. He's very extroverted. He's very... not loud, but he's just full of energy, which I think is not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Shun is so quiet. He calls himself so low key.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, the vibes
just
fit.
Don't match.
Yeah,
girl, the vibes really.
I'm like, you don't know what he wants, and that was
you don't know what you want.
He was literally giving Genie in a bottle, literally.
Ooh. Sing it for us, girl. Sing it.
You knew I was going to. If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way.
Oh.
Rub.
Whoa.
And he not rubbing.
Oh.
He not rubbing, honey. He is not rubbing. Okay? And anytime he did try to rub, what did he do? He shooed his hand away.
Oh, Shun was like, get that hand off my lap.
Shun shooed the hand away. He really did.
Oh, my God.
He really did. And then we get to Kazuto's and Alan's date.
Girl, that date was spicy. Alan was, I was like, I at that moment, I was like, again, I don't trust Alan. Alan is such a fuckboy. He's a hoe. This man knows what he's doing.
He was
He was like, I'm going to tell you. Well, no, go.
He was laying it thick.
Oh, how thick, girl.
He was laying it thick, honey. Like, Alan knew what he was trying to do.
This is not his first rodeo. He said, all right, first, I'm a wine and dine. Then I'm going to reveal sad, tragic backstory. And then let's go hop in that little
hot tub.
Let's hop in that little hot tub together. Barely clothing.
Well, they were naked. They only had those towels there because the cameras were on. I'm 100% sure if there were no cameras, they would have been butt ass naked, dangling everywhere.
He was willing. He was willing.
Yes.
He was, oh my God, he was flirting so hard. He wanted to smash, girl. He was ready.
He was ready.
Kazuto
maybe
was like, "Oh, I'm getting a little too hot. I should go like wash up." And
maybe
like,
he saw a little
wash
something
up
before
together?
the show.
Stop! No. Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up. That's wild. I don't know where people found that, but that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Alan did say like he liked big booties. That's what he said. Like
he did.
Right, 2 episodes ago.
But Kazuto's booty is not that big.
Well, we'll see. But anyways.
I mean, let's just say I know. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh, well.
Anyway,
Alan knows too, because he was like, "Oh, let's go. Let's take your shirt off. Let me give you a massage."
He already saw everything in the sauna. They were naked, so he already saw everything. He saw everything from head to toe.
They did everything.
Yeah, from crack to front. He saw everything.
You think they went all the way that night, or you think
I don't
Kazuto
think so.
said, "No, girl.
Yeah,
no, girl.
I
this
think
is our first date."
Maybe first base at most. Maybe there was a little smoochy smooch. Maybe there was a little naked cuddling. Maybe there was a little...
Hello, leapfrog? No.
I don't think they were leaping and frogging, but it might have been a leap minus the frog,
Ooh.
Like...
All right.
So I think Kazuto was like, this is going a little too fast.
I feel so too. I feel like I would feel like, damn, Alan just wants to fuck me. Like, I thought we were just getting to know each other. It doesn't have to be this spicy.
But you know what? Some people, they'd rather...
Some people are like that. Alan's very flirty.
Yeah, he's very flirty. And, I think he wanted to,
just show how much he liked him.
Right. So how much he liked him. And also, see what the buns taste like. I think that's what he was trying to do. Because sometimes, some people go in with the mentality.
You gotta taste the merchandise.
Correct. Try it out, do a little try on to see if this works. And if that don't work, then maybe that's not it, But also I think Kazuto is like, I'm not about to spread my cheeks
on Netflix. Like, period. Like, oh my god, it's our first date, buddy.
Yeah, he's not gonna
keep it in your pants.
He's not gonna. Yeah, he's like, you know what? Put that snake away. Like, we're not gonna run it through this grass. Not today.
Oh my god.
Okay, so and then we have to talk about too. Like, I know you kind of already said it, but I love how Alan is always vulnerable with everybody. He's
very hard on his sleeve, very like not afraid to.
Yep. And I love that. I love how he definitely opened himself up. I think he was being very sincere, and trying to find a way to connect. Kazuto was not as open, but I guess it wasn't because he didn't want to be. I guess he didn't have much of a story to say,
I think he kind of said his story before Alan got there.
Right.
About how he wanted to start his own restaurant and kind of use his food from his own village.
Yes.
But
yeah. And maybe he did tell Alan a little bit about that during the date, because of course they cut stuff out. They couldn't do the whole date. I'm pretty sure they were in that restaurant for at least a good hour, and we only saw maybe like 5 minutes of that,
True.
So then meanwhile at the house, Usopp is drawing, and and Ryota is trying to interrupt the moment by sending...
I was like, why are you
sending
texting
Kazuto a line message? He not gonna respond to you. Okay,
I was like, that's so disrespectful.
Right,
that would be the biggest turn off. I'd be like, I respect the date, respect the sleepover.
Right. And note that the sleepover is not with you. And more than likely, it's never gonna be with you anyway. Charge it to the game and get over it. Okay, there's one person who does want to sleep with you. And he's
you're not
literally
giving him the time of day.
And yeah, it's like, hello.
You swerve him so hard this whole 3 episodes.
Right. Then the next day, there's a lot. They go to breakfast. They get back to the house. Alan and Kazuto. Tea is being
Alan is spilling the tea. Alan said, "Yo, we did this, first base,
but they
second
kept
base."
asking questions, like, and it was kind of like, y'all were not.
I'd be like, why are you airing out my business?
Right.
Let's keep it.
Yeah, the thing was, like, people were asking all these questions because and it wasn't, Usopp was the one trying to figure out, were they naked or not?
He was like, where did y'all do this massage?
Right. Yeah, he was thinking a masseuse came to the room, and then I liked how Kazuto was like, "No, we gave each other massages."
I would be like, "Oh, so you're that girl."
Yeah. Right. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little prostate massage too.
Oh my god. Anyways, Usopp super jelly. Usopp's like, damn, I need to have my moment with Kazuto before.
And Ryota was jealous
sweeps him away.
But we knew he was. And I'm kind of like, dude.
I don't believe. I feel like he's trying to get screen time. You do not like Kazuto.
Yeah, or if you do, I hope you understand Kazuto does not like you like that. At all. When he got Alan and Usopp.
He got two men already. He don't need a third.
Right. Who are also very different looking than Ryota.
I mean, there's a lot of diversity in this house. I love that.
There is. Can we talk a little bit? Oh, well, let's talk about the coffee truck. I was going to jump around a little bit, but let's talk about this.
No, we got to talk about Usopp and Kazuto's little
at the coffee truck. And it was, really cute. I really felt like, oh my gosh, I really want them to be a couple. I was rooting
Usopp was opening up so much. I was really like...
And Usopp was really the side of him that we saw, because before I'm like, this man is kind of boring, and
that's how he felt. He felt awkward, like he's never kind of been this open before.
Right. And then I think, I just love how he was so open, and it was really cute. Like Usopp was like a giant teddy bear, and I was like, I'm loving all of this cuteness and all of that. And at first part of me was like, I thought he was boring at first, because I'm like, man, all you do is drink chicken smoothies and a go-go dancer, and that's all you do. That's your life. That sounds very boring.
That's all people want sometimes.
Yeah, but he has a lot of depth, to him, and he's, you can tell he's thinking very introspectively a lot, but he's also has a little bit of insecurity as well too, which he was very vulnerable to talk about and all of that. Like I was like, this man is pretty admirable, and definitely shot up on the list for me. Like he went from not on the list at all for me to being number 2 on the list. Because you already know who my number 1 is, okay?
Oh, Taeyeon, stay there. Taeyeon had one line this whole...
Right, and I was a little upset with that, because I was like, my man.
This show hates him, but...
Right, anywho.
But Usopp, they had a cute little moment by the beach, and then he gets real serious.
Right.
And he's like, I need to tell you something before I write in this little journal that they keep.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure what he was going to say, but what he said took me all the way out. I think I yelled at the screen.
I was gagged. Why? It's already bad enough that everyone's...
You want to say what he said to us? I felt like he was talking to me.
He said, this is my last day in this house, y'all.
Right!
He said, goodbye.
Oh my gosh. I was shocked. In tears.
I feel like he came in already like a couple days late. Yeah. 2 days late. And now he's already leaving halfway through the month?
Yeah. And at first I'm kind of like, why? Like,
I just got to talk to the guy you like. You just got to have a moment with him.
Right. You finally got to have a moment. Kazuto is into you. Like, you could tell. And then...
Yeah, I thought it was personal at first. I thought he was going to be like, you know what? I tried my best. I kind of want to leave.
Yeah, I thought it had something to do with the way he felt in the house, because he did mention before about how he felt.
He feels like nobody wants him and he's kind of boring.
Right, but the thing is,
and they all hate him about the chicken thing.
Like, everybody likes him. Like, no one was against him, like, everyone really wanted him around. And
you just need more time to warm up to people. It's just one of those.
Right. And then we got to see that when
he's leaving for a work trip.
Yeah, it was for a work trip. And when he got to the house, literally everybody but Shun was crying. Literally. Yeah, like...
Now you dragging Shun.
I mean...
I don't think Ryota cried either.
I think he did. He just looked like he always crying, so it's hard to tell. But he was crying.
That's Shun.
Dai
was bawling.
And I was he was the first one to break. And then Kuzoto was crying, trying to choke back the tears. Alan was crying. of course, Usopp was crying. Gensei was crying. Gensei, I think all you have to do is just give him a tap and he's going to start crying. And
Stop. Was Taeyeon even here at that moment?
He was there.
The way Taeyeon barely in this house. He was gone for half of these episodes, too.
Yeah, because they didn't really focus on him too much. But there were some times, if you were really watching, he was given looks, okay? But
serving looks that no one wants. Anyway.
No. He was given looks because he was clocking things that were happening in the house without saying anything. And that's when I was like, I like this guy even more because he knows how to throw shade, but the kind of shade that you have to really be paying attention to catch.
The shade that Netflix don't care about.
Well, I caught it. That's all that matters is that I caught it. But I would say
Usopp left the house, and it's so sad.
And Taehyun did, they all kind of got together. You could tell Taehyun was crying. Only person who wasn't was Shun, but whatever. He's a mess.
Stop.
And then dinner was quiet AF. It was super quiet.
Because Usopp gave such a beautiful speech about,
yes, he did.
I really got the courage to confess to my crush, and that was my one thing that I wanted to do before I left, and
he left some good I want to make
the most of it.
He left some
good and
advice.
So I feel like that kind of lit a fire under everyone's little booties.
He said be direct, share your feelings because your time is limited. And it's like that is the best thing you could ever say, for real. I hate it when people beat around the bush when you're kind of into someone. It's like if you're into them, the worst thing they could be is not into you. But at least you would have said it out there, you would know, and you don't have to hold on to it too long. And I'm pretty sure Usopp was the oldest because he was 36, right?
He was. Yeah, you're right.
Right. So I think he's basing that not only on his lived experience, but also his experience in the home. And, he was probably seeing too. There were people there who were not being clear. Shun, okay, being unclear with stuff, and people have been clocking
always
it.
Unclear.
Okay. Anyway,
he left a little drawing of everyone. I was like, oh, he's a really good artist.
He's really good. See, so multi-talented. That's why he moved to number 2 to me.
He's not just a himbo, y'all.
He's not just a himbo. He's very, very, very smart. He came off as a himbo, but then he's a giant teddy bear with a big brain and a big heart. And then the next day, morning's still kind of quiet because Usaka's gone, and I think I don't think he realized how much of an impact he left on everyone. I don't think he realized how important everyone felt he was to the house. But one thing we clocked is, Ryota made Gensei a latte, and I mean, first of all, it was a mocha. And Gensei, was getting a picture of that back, and I immediately thought of my stand-in.
I know.
And then Ryota and Gensei are at the truck. I will say this. Ryota's the only one who's a trained barista. So I know his espresso drinks are lit, okay? Them things taste
I would hope they are.
He knows what he's doing. That is one thing that would put him on my list because I love a good coffee. And if I don't even have to make it and I can have somebody make it for me, you know what? You might get on the list. You just
That's
might.
what Gensei's thinking, but Ryota really just does not get it.
It's not clicking because then
it's not clicking.
They go ahead.
Gensei lays it on. He's like, let's go on a little coffee duo.
Yes.
To Brutiful. And he gives him a whole necklace.
A jade
He's like,
necklace.
You're so cute.
A jade necklace. And in East Asia,
I want to do your makeup.
And in East Asia, jade has a big significance, especially in Japanese culture and in Chinese culture. Specifically in Japanese culture, since this is a Japanese show, it represents wealth, power, and prestige, and it is the national stone of Japan. So it has a pretty big significance. This is not me just reading into things, but it's kind of dude is really laying it on and saying
he's laying it
saying,
on. And the way Ryota's I don't understand his intentions. That was weird.
And I'm
Why did he give me a necklace?
What are you not understanding?
I'm what's not clicking, girl? What's not clicking?
I know Gensei is not saying it directly, which is kind of did you not hear what Usopp said? But also it's kind of he's making it pretty obvious too. And I think Gensei is the kind of person that you know, based on the way he's been acting, doesn't, because I do this sometimes too. I'll say this. If I'm interested in someone, I am a little bit apprehensive that they don't feel the same way about me if I'm not feeling it, you know, but I want them to know how I feel about them. So I may not directly say it because also I might have a good friendship with them and I don't want to ruin the friendship. And I think that's where Gensei
he is kind of like that. Yeah.
You know,
he's been kind of doing that the past, like the whole show, really.
Yeah. You know, and I think that's where it is, but it's like he's making it pretty obvious now. So how Ryota is not getting it, I don't know. And it's like, maybe you need to drink more of the coffee you have.
Stop! And then, the side note, randomly, the commentator was in full drag for this episode.
Well, like, you know what? He did say he was going to show up in full drag at some point. And didn't he give it to us, child?
I was like, ooh.
You better work, Durian. You better work, okay? And then they cut to Shun and Dai. I'm so tired of them.
So tired.
Mainly tired of Shun he called him over to rest on his lap after they had the conversation that, Shun was like, I think we're better off as just friends. But then you want to put your head on his lap?
Literally, the moment, because he said, he's like, the moment you're not so clingy and on me is when I start to feel comfortable. Like, all those, like, when you were trying way too hard, it was just turning me off.
But then what bothers me is
but then don't say you want to be friends. Just say, like, cool it, dude.
Yeah, you could have just said that.
You're trying too hard.
Like, before then, he's like, I want somebody to be more expressive with me. Like, Dai was giving you what you wanted, and then you said it was too much. And now Sir, make up your mind.
He don't know what he wants.
He doesn't know what he wants. You know,
but he knows that it's a low-key Dai still.
But this is the one thing that you didn't catch that I caught. Okay, actually, my friend caught it first, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh. And I was like, okay, Taehyun, we love a little shade. So,
Taehyun rolled his eyes,
he
really?
Sure did. When he saw... When what's his name, Shun signaled for Dai to come over, and Dai didn't see it, and of course... I think it was it
and
Alan?
Ryota was like...
So it's like, it
was Alan. It was
like signaling, yeah, he wants you to come over. And that's when Dai got up, Taehyun just rolled his eyes. He was like...
he should.
And he was like, here we go again. Like, this is so stupid.
Boy.
Like,
I mean, he's now that he's the oldest in the house after Yusak left, right? Because he's 34?
Yes.
I think?
Yes.
So he's like, these two kids.
Right. He's like, these mixed signals, just so stupid. So then, I guess Taehyun is the one who ends up being in charge of coffee duty, or the one who wants to do it, and asks Kazuto to go with him. And at first I'm like, wait, Taehyun has a thing for Kazuto? But then
I was like, we have no screen time for Taehyun.
Yeah, because Taehyun...
It lasted 2 seconds because they didn't even have a conversation afterwards.
Yeah. It
barely showed anything.
Yeah, all it is was them making coffee, giving stuff to people that earn some money. That was it, you know. And I think there was no... I think they just wanted to get to know each other, and that was it, you know.
I guess.
Yeah, like, there was nothing spicy that happened.
I feel like Taehyun just doesn't like anyone in the house. But I think I could have sworn he said earlier that he liked Yusak. But he just didn't get the chance, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But Ryota is over here in the kitchen with Gensei.
And they're making the little
I don't know why Gensei would be like, so, you have a crush, right?
Yeah, he's trying to figure out who the crush is, you know.
I know, but I was like, you're going to get your feelings hurt because you know the answer, buddy. Why would you be like,
right?
Have you talked to your crush lately? Oh, cool.
Yeah, poor Gensei. Oh. But then also, Ryota is wearing that necklace.
Wearing the necklace because he doesn't give a fuck.
Right, he's wearing it, and he has been consistently wearing it since he got it. Like,
and he's like, yeah, I told my crush I liked them, so yeah, they know. And Gensei's like, okay.
Oh, but wait,
it's obviously not him.
Then they go back to, you know, Kazuto and Taehyun, right? At the coffee truck. And then we see somebody pull up with the suitcase. And at first I'm thinking they're pulling up to the house.
Oh, yes.
So something did happen. I forgot. This dude comes up straight to the coffee truck, Also noticed they had vegan cookies that were going for half off.
Oh, they were vegan? I did not know they were vegan.
It said vegan right on it in English.
Ooh,
probably Taehyun
not them
wrote
being
it.
half off now.
Yeah, I think because it was towards the end of the day, so they were just trying to get rid of them.
Because nobody buying this truck.
No, somebody buying something now.
They said hot new bombshell.
And I will say they were hiding this man's face. Like, and I'm like, can you just show his damn face? Like, y'all doing too much drama.
They're trying to keep it DL.
Right.
DL.
It's like, the man ain't DL. And then we finally get to meet him. Too. He's young. His name is Ikkyo, who is 22, has a cute smile. He works at a hamburger restaurant.
I was like, come on, Burger King. Come on, Burger King.
I think he's making like the Japanese hamburger patties that go with like rice and stuff.
Nah, he works at McDonald's down the block.
You're so silly.
He's your average Joe. But the first thing he said, he was like, I work at a hamburger shop or whatever. And he was like, I want people to pamper me and I want to sleep with them. And I was like, huh?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, sleep as in...
No, he was like, I like people that pamper me. You know? I like to go all the way. I like to do the thing with them.
That's what you got?
He was horny
from it?
Yes, that's what he said. That's what he said.
I thought that at first, and then my friend that was with me was like, I think he just means like cuddle. And I'm like, maybe. But I don't know. That too. Let's see.
Because he was like, yeah, I want to do the whole bubbles on their head thing.
Yeah, he want to wash their hair, do cute stuff. Like, he's trying to have a BL moment. So
maybe.
So then the next day, Gensei gets another mocha from Ryota. Another mocha. And then Shun gets jealous of Dai and Ikkyo.
As he should. Because you know what he shouldn't. Gave up.
I just want you to be my friend.
You know what you gave up. No, but he know what he gave up. Because he now sees these two boys giving the same energy. They're both... like energetic, enthusiastic. They're both like, the chemistry is there, same flow. They're both the same age.
Yeah.
And Shun is like, wow.
Yeah, and then
he's probably thinking, wow, look, this boy moved on so fast. Knew it.
Yeah, because why is he gonna stick around with someone that's like, I just want to be your friend?
Yeah,
and giving mixed signals
so
back
hard.
and forth. Like, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna give you what you want because that's what you asked for, and that's
what you asked for.
So then they go on a picnic. The bentos, first of all, are looking delicious.
So cute.
I was hungry as hell watching that. Then Ikkyo had someone he's interested in, as he said, and we know who it is. It's Dai.
I mean, who else could it be? Like, he's laying it thick right here.
Right.
He's like, let's go take photos. Let's go walk around.
Right. And then
and everyone's gossiping. The girls are gossiping.
They sure are. Outside. And then Shun thinks Dai would choose him over Ikkyo. The delusion is getting out of order. Like,
he's mad possessive now. He's like, oh, but I know he'll come back to me. And
I'm like, what is wrong with you?
This is a BL. This is a BL right here.
This is like, it's giving, you know, a subtle version, a less violent version of Tarn type. That's what it's given to me.
Ooh.
So
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It could be other shows, but not that show.
And then Kazuto sees Alan as a friend. That's what he tells him.
That came out of nowhere. I thought he was just gonna tell him that, you know, you went a little too far.
I thought he was gonna say that too. But I guess, you know.
But he fully was like, you know what? Let's cut it off right here.
You know what? In a way, it made sense to me because I feel as if the chemistry, like his pacing with anyone, was really with Usopp, you know? And I think he learned
that's why
from
he really, like, shut down from that. He was like, damn, like...
Yeah.
I kind of missed my chance. I don't know. But was there even a chance? Like, this dude had this planned to leave halfway through the month.
Yeah, I think, you know... Yeah. I'm hoping that they... you know, traded phone numbers to talk.
Yeah. All these girls are
I'm hoping
besties now.
I
hope they're all besties.
And then I love how Alan responded and was like, you know what? I understand. You know, I think, and he was like, I feel as if you got to do what's good for you. I can be your friend, and was still like being that friend, you know, gave him the piggyback ride, the BL piggyback.
He's not going to be salty. Yeah.
Right. You know, when Kazuto hurt his foot. And then, again, I felt sorry for Gensei once again because Ryota
Like,
literally
right
said who he had a crush on.
But Ryota's not being. Ryota's being so mean right here. Like,
yeah, I don't know if he's being mean or just being oblivious.
He is. Like, don't be dense, buddy. Like, this guy has laid it on thick.
I think he's
right
dense.
in front of you.
I think he's not. It's not clicking. Like, I don't think it's intentional. Like, unlike Shun, that's intentional. Like, but
intentional down.
But Ryota, I think, is not understanding that this man, you know, is really into you. Like, he is into that back, like Ming was into.
Stop! Not bring it in. Yes, we love a crossover.
Yes.
A crossover. My stand-in.
But did you catch that eye contact between Shun and Dai?
Oh,
that quick little contact, and then Shun got super annoyed because all Dai was doing was
I don't want to see his face.
Yeah, Dai was just looking and like, okay, let me see if Shun is all right.
He's jealous as hell. He said, "Don't come over here, cheater."
Right. And then right after that, Ikkyo is being so cute with Dai, and it's hilarious. Like, and then then it ends with Shun saying he's not jealous. Like, dude, stop lying to yourself.
Denial,
like we can denial and delusion.
Denial and delusion.
We can see
it should be the title of that episode.
Denial and delusion, for real. So I guess final thoughts, because that's everything about these 3 episodes, surprisingly, in the amount of time we did it. What are your final thoughts?
I am sad to see Usopp go. I thought he left way too early.
Yes.
I feel like there's probably gonna be like one couple that's leaving the show, and it's probably gonna be Dai and Shun, because I can't see another couple happening unless they try to do Kazuto with someone. So there's that possible second ship with Kazuto and someone.
Well, I don't know who that would be. Kazuto has a boyfriend.
Oh, that person on his Instagram? Who he's like, he has like a YouTube
what the streets are saying. I don't know if it's true.
No, that would ruin everything.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm just saying that's what the streets are saying. So I guess we'll find out if the streets are telling the truth or telling a whole lie. But with that said, we gotta go. We got to go. That is it for this bonus episode of Ride Can Top My Knee. Be safe and eat ass like it's a meal by Kazuto. Or Kazuto's ass.
Oh my god. Anyway, hope that Alan in your life tops your knee.
Alan's topping something. Or topped something already.
Ooh.
Okay. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.